Hey there, hope you're having an awesome week and a very happy Thanksgiving and an awesome long weekend too. For today's video, because we're still working on those other songs, I thought rather than making a video breaking those songs down, because I know you already know how to play them, I'll have you to keep on practicing those this week up to the points that we've done on them. So with the song from the book, do both parts of it, the theme and then the variation. And then with the sheet music for 1,000 Years, just keep on playing it, keep on working on it. I know rhythmically it's probably not too challenging, but the actual pitches of it is kind of tricky, so spend a little more time on it. I know at this point we would probably have looked at more on that, but I find, at least with a song like that, we're in better shape if we get to do it in class together. So I thought for today's video it would be more beneficial to go over some technical stuff that we haven't necessarily had the chance to look at yet. So I'm not entirely certain what your background is with all of this, but this particular sheet that I'm going to send you is the breakdown of all of our key of C chords and scales. I personally find this to be an extremely valuable resource and something that I come back to all the time in all of my keys. So if we start with the key of C, you'll see it's broken down into several sections all the way up to section 9. We're just going to start with section 1 here and then we'll work our way up. So it starts with our C chord. So C, E, and G. We'll do just our right hand first. So we have our C chord, which is our 1 chord. We have F, which is our 4 chord. And then we have G, which is our 5 chord. Now what I mean by that is if we count our notes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes in a scale. Your first note is C, that's your 1 chord. 1, 2, 3. Fourth note is F, F chord. Fifth note is G, 5 chord. And we play them together. So we have both hands, C, F, G, C. Now, that's okay. Those are the right chords. For sure they are. But you'll see that it's really awkward to try to find those right away. So what they've done is they show the different inversions of your chords that you can also practice. So we have our 1 chord, followed by our 4 chord. However, you'll see we have C, F, and A instead of F, A, C. So what we've done is we've taken that high C, brought it down an octave, so we play it like this. In your right hand, you're going to use 1, 3, and 5. In your left hand, you're going to use 5, 2, and 1. And then you're going to go back down to your 1 chord. So we have C, E, G, C, E, G, 1, 3, 5 in both hands. Now for the next chord, part 3, we've got the opposite. We're going down to our 5 chord. So we have B, D, G. In your right hand, it's 1, 2, 5. In your left hand, it's 5, 3, 1. And same thing, all we've done is taken that G that was underneath and put it on top. So that's why it's called an inversion, because it's the same chord, just inverted. And then we go back to our 1 chord. So part 4 is our cadence, where you practice all of those chords in succession. So we have 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. So that's your cadence. Alternatively, you can also practice your 5-7 chord, which in the Piano Adventures books just gets played as this, but technically the 5-7 chord needs to have that B in it to be considered 5-7 because of these 2 notes. This is called the tonal tritone. We can get into more detail on that later. I don't want to spend too much time on it here without being able to talk about it in person, but the important part of this tonal tritone is this note wants to go down and this note wants to go up. It's that pull of the notes that makes the pull from 5 to 1 so strong. And it's because of this thing called the tonal tritone. So when we practice this chord, it's E, F, G, back to C, E, G. And you can even just hear how much those notes want to pull back to that C chord. So you do the same thing, just 2 hands together. So that's part 5. Part 6 is a C major scale. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 in your right hand. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. In your other hand, it's C, D, E, F, G, switch to 3, A, B, C. Switch to G. So that's hands separate, together. 7, what they're doing here is they're actually showing you why they're broken down in alternating patterns. Once upon a time, probably a very long time ago at this point, somebody probably pointed out that your hands are inverted. So your thumbs are 1s, your pinkies are 5s, and they go in this direction. By starting on middle C with both notes, you can see how that's exactly true. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're making it 2 octaves, we're not going to play 5, we're going to switch back to 1. And then we're going to go back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So that's part 7. Part 8, you're just practicing all the inversions of your 1 chord. So we have C, E, and G, E, G, and C, G, C, and E, and back down. That's your right hand, left hand. So that's also your left hand. And again, they're going to show you the specific fingerings on this chart. So make sure you print this one off at home because it'll really help. So then in your right hand, we'll just do our right hand first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. So instead of playing like this, because we're going to be going up, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's in your right hand. And then in your left hand, we're going to go 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So together. That's part 9, arpeggios. So give that a try this week. Like I said, really, really valuable resource and something that I use all the time. So have an awesome week, and I'll see you next week.